In recent times, I've added lentils and beans to my low carbohydrate weight loss program, and I want to give you some pointers on how to use them on the program. There's a variety of beans, but what I want to focus on is how you flavor them and the portion size that you use, especially if you're on very low carb. There's typically a big tin and a small tin. Just check the tin size yourself. The likes of baked beans you won't be draining, so you'd put the whole value into the app. But with the bigger tin of beans like kidney beans and that, you'll be draining off the liquid, and that will leave you with 240 gram of beans. Now, a portion size, we'll say if you're on 70 gram of carb per day, a quarter of the tin will give you 7 to 11 gram of carbohydrate. When your carbohydrate target drops lower, you might put in the bean as your main source of carb in the middle of the day and then choose a lighter carb for the morning and for the evening. And that's how you use them. The reason why I'm using them is to keep your fiber levels up. You have a target of 20 to 30 gram of fiber per day. These will help you reach it. The fiber helps to lower cholesterol. And the key thing for weight loss is you need to feel full with the food that you're eating. Beans are fantastic for that. So the ones to buy, you can buy them dried or you can buy them in a tin. When you buy them dried, you have to pre-soak them maybe overnight, and then they can take about an hour to 3 hours to cook in water, unless you have a pressure cooker. Otherwise, get a tin, open them, rinse them, heat them. So with tin beans, you put them into a sieve, put them under a running cold tap, and then leave it sitting on the draining board to get rid of any excess water before you add it to a meal. So what meals do you use them in? Well, with the likes of Heinz baked beans or whatever brand, make sure that there's no added sugar. That'd be for breakfast. The cannellinis, there's a recipe up on my website for either a fish or a chicken. Mainly chickpeas I use in a salad recipe. And then there's a variety of others like haricot, black beans that you can use like in a Mexican fajita wrap. Or you might use a combination of them and create a Spanish bean lunch. So what flavors can you add to, we'll say, a mixture like that? Well, to salads, I typically will use a red onion, finely chopped. But if I'm cooking them and frying them, I'll get a white onion, I'll add garlic to that, and then I'll add a hit of heat with either a really hot chili or I'll get some dried ones like a cayenne chili pepper or the likes of a Thai paste or an Indian selection of herbs. And you can even add apple cider vinegar. At the end of the cooking process, you're chopping up a fresh herb and just stir it through your bean dish. And again, at the end of the cooking process, drizzle over some lemon juice or a more tangy, fresh lime juice. Season it well with salt and pepper. You can add animal product to the dish, the likes of chorizo. I know it's not a healthy option, so use a very small amount because the flavor is fantastic, or the likes of bacon. Then you have lentils, the exact same as beans in terms of tinned or dried and how you cook them. And they are a really good addition to the likes of a soup, especially a vegetable soup, or to the likes of a casserole. So to finish up, if you're new to this food, beans and lentils, eat a very small amount to start to make sure that you're tolerant to them. They can make you bloat, they can produce wind, but they are extremely filling. You're best avoiding them altogether if you have gout or if you have a kidney stone condition. If you have any further questions, you can just ask me in your next session or just email through any questions to me. Enjoy your food.